Hello everyone, Loganator here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. In my previous video, I made space planes that were essentially just rockets that took off horizontally. But this time, I want to do it all with one stage, also known as Singe Stage To Orbit, or SSTO for short. I will be making rocket and jet versions. Now let's start off with vehicle number 1. Here we have our first one called Egg. I'm just kidding. Alright, here we have our first subject, I suppose. It has an opening here where it can deploy payload. It of course has rocket engines, but wings, landing gear, kind of crew space in the front, and I think I'll call this one Batfleck, like the superhero. If you know, you know. And let's launch. Alright, going pretty fast, but looking good so far. And just like that, we have made it successfully to an orbit. As you can see, we are in a proper orbit, not just going up and down. And we are drifting through the sky. Well, outer space. But we can't have a single stage to orbit without returning from orbit. And luckily we have a little bit of fuel left. And now we are projected to return back to the surface. Let's see if we can do that in one piece. Oh my! Oh, there goes the rudder. Oh boy. Busting up that sound barrier. Well, this isn't good. It appears to be quite difficult to point the correct way. Oh my, whatever happened in that crash sent the cockpit launching. Well, Valentina survived, so I consider that a success. And with that, let's move on to vehicle number 2. Okay, back in the hangar, let's get rid of Batfleck. And in case you wanted to bring something a little bigger into space, let's try with a larger vehicle. And here we have SSTO number 2, which I shall call Flamin' Hot Dorito, because it's going to probably get pretty hot from the heat of re-entry. And I mean, come on, how could you not call this Dorito? Anyway, let's give it a go. And here we are on the launch pad. A little bit wobbly, but that's fine. Let's get these stabilizers ready, and hey presto, let's go. Oh, no, not this again. Okay, after a bit of tweaking, we should be good to go. Yes. And just like that, we are in space. But not in an orbit yet. Now you can see we are in an orbit. And now we can open our cargo bay from every part. And this is how you deploy maximum amount of payload to orbit in a single stage. But we're not done yet. We still need to return from orbit. Here comes the descent. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Don't be doing that now. No, none of that. Well, at least it got through the atmosphere in one piece. Landing might be a different story. Would you look at that? It landed in one piece. Perfect. Now it's on to vehicle 3. And for this time, we are going to go with a rocket instead of a jet. How about for this time, instead of just launching the vehicle, we send a payload up on the single stage. And here we have the final product. A little stubby looking, but it's fine. Got a little payload satellite inside. And we shall call this thing Bottle Rocket. And let's head out to the launch pad. Alright, out on the launch pad. And launch. Now, due to the nature of this satellite, we want to go north, not east. There we go. Pop this open, solar panels, and we're good for that. So let's pop off. Let's point this. Whoa. Pointed at the planet and deploy scanner. And there we go. Technically single stage to orbit, because This is a separate vehicle. It's not a stage. It is a payload. And I don't know if it shows up because of the mod, but usually when it scans an area, it highlights places in like pinks and greens and blues, but I don't know yet. Anyway, there's one successful single stage to orbit. Now let's go to vehicle number 4. Okay, so now I have a more proper single stage to orbit rocket. Could say I took a bit of inspiration from SpaceX, but we won't worry about that. I'll call this the Orbitotron. The Orbitotron. And it even has its own landing legs. So let's launch. Alright, we are ready to go. Somewhat full throttle. Let's go. So here's our Orbitotron in space, but we need to get it to an orbit. So we'll get to this point and throttle it up. Okay, so now we're in a full orbit around Kerman. And now that we get to here, let's throw it in reverse and slow down a bit to re-enter Kerman, preferably in daytime and on land, but we'll see. Oh, it's time to re-enter. Now it's getting hot. Oh, what the heck? What's going on? What is happening? Is it a weight issue? Well, I guess I'm not landing on land. That's a lot of shoots. Oh, jeez. That wasn't supposed to happen. Any day now, parachutes. There we go, that's more like it. Okay, not the landing I was planning on, but maybe we can try another launch, just for a bit of extra. Oh shoot, not, oh no. Okay, now this time we should be landing on land. deploy this. I think it's because of the weight. I don't know why it keeps dipping down like this. Alright. Parachute time. Wait till the parachutes deploy, and then I'll jettison this. There we go. Well, bit of a crash landing, but we still landed. There's a tree. What shall we call this? Landed, I think. Okay. And with that, if you enjoyed the video, consider hitting the like button and sharing it with a friend. And if you want to see more content from me, consider subscribing as well. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!